Classic. Welcome back to North Texas. Just a few comments about coming home to play this game.
Oh, it's a blessing to be back in the home state. To be able to perform in front of my family, because Missouri is not that close to Texas, so they get a chance to actually come out, and it's gonna be a fun. We got a great matchup, and I think we're gonna be well prepared for it.
Again, great to have you both here. Okay, we're gonna go to some questions here in the room first, and then may have some more from the floor. So, start with you.
Bill Rabinowitz from the Columbus Dispatch, cover Ohio State. Eli, what does it mean to the program to be able to play in a bowl of this stature against an opponent like Ohio State?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for us. Our players earned this opportunity this year with the way they performed, and to have the national stage against a blue blood opponent is a great opportunity for our program to continue to build to the brand that we want to be and the brand that we want to become.
Any questions from the back of the room, or Elizabeth? Any questions? Okay, not yet. Okay.
Theo, talk about how you've impacted this program. Obviously, you played in this game and you were here with Oklahoma, but how that experience is going to help you in this experience with these teammates in this game.
Yeah, I believe I was just another leader that was added to the locker room. A great brotherhood. They brought me in. They showed me the ropes, and we just stuck together. And I really give all the credit to the team. I am my own person, of course. I'm my own leader, of course, and I brought something different to the team. But it was the brotherhood that really just made everything fall into place.
Can I speak to that real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Theo brought a maturity to the receiver room and a work ethic. I think the other thing that Theo's done an outstanding job of is showing how important practice is. We talk about practice execution equals game day reality, and it didn't matter if it was in spring football or fall camp. Theo practices every rep like it's the most important rep. And that type of mentality rubbed off on the rest of the offense and the rest of our team. Every time we were doing one-on-ones, Theo was getting reps versus KAD versus Ennis and trying to get better. And those guys didn't want to go against anybody else. And then you started to see, okay, Luther knew at that point, all right, I got to practice at this level. Mookie practicing at that level. Brady practicing at that level. And I think everybody just realized that we could raise our level of competitive spirit. And I think that is what Theo's greatest attribute, in my opinion, is what he brought. That is a direct reflect of his leadership and a result of him coming here.
Coach, just to follow up on that, talk about the practices and his influence on practice prep for the game so far, and speak to how practice has gone in preparation on campus.
It's been fast and furious. Obviously, we've spent as soon as the game was announced, coaches spent a couple of weeks on the road recruiting. We tried to stay as sharp as we possibly could. While doing finals, while having a recruiting weekend, we went through a full game week prep, and then we gave our guys a break. They've been home to celebrate Christmas with their families the last 2 days, and we're all meeting up here. Today would be like a typical Sunday for us, so we'll meet up, turn everybody loose tonight, and then tomorrow we'll begin a normal game week prep and try to sharpen ourselves and get ready to play.
We will know in at least a couple hours how many opt-outs, if any, Ohio State has. What are your thoughts on that in terms of, would you like to play Ohio State if they're at full strength or close to it, or are you like, hey, it's okay if Marvin Harrison doesn't play in this game?
Yeah, that hasn't been any part of our conversation or concern. We're focused about our team and our opportunity here. We're going to have a couple of players that just couldn't quite get back from an injury standpoint. Ennis Rakestraw, Chad Bailey, and Tyron Hopper will not participate in the game this week. But that's part of it. We didn't have any opt-outs. Our brotherhood is wanting to play this one final game, this one opportunity together, and we're excited to do that. But, again, we're not really focused on the opponent. We're focused on our team and what our mission and goal is this year.
Eli, on Wednesday you talked about core value number 4, enjoying the journey. Just how excited are you for your group to get to experience this big stage, and then especially for the guys that decided to come back for another year?
Yeah, that's why I embraced the old cowboy hat. Enjoy the journey. Coming down to Texas, home of the Cowboys. This has been an awesome season. It's it's been a tremendous year for us, from loving each other, playing for each other, competing against each other. Our coaching staff and players all working together, and we've had a whole heck of a lot of fun. And we're going to celebrate that this week, but we want to finish the right way with this bowl game.
Coach, there's obviously a lot of excitement around the program, especially with the Cotton Bowl, but also in the NFL a little bit. Former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock had one of the plays of the year in the NFL, the game-winning touchdown to Jackson Smith-Njigba, ironically an Ohio State guy.
Yeah.
I know you didn't coach Drew specifically here at Mizzou, but just talk about what your reaction to that play and then kind of what it means for the program to have a moment like that for a Mizzou player.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a lot of great representations of Mizzou in the NFL, and obviously Drew did an excellent job of making the play when the opportunity presented itself. His cousin Tommy plays for us, is in the quarterback room, and I know we were all excited. And hopefully it's not the only time that Missouri and Ohio State hook up to do some good this week. I know we've got some partnerships with some Children's Hospital and other community service outreaches with the 88 Cotton Bowl Classic, and look forward to doing that. But really proud of Drew and his stick-to-itiveness and continuing to earn his place in the NFL.
We're going to go to the front row here on the far left.
Hi, Coach. It's Elizabeth with the Houston Round Ball Review. You've advanced to bowl games in your first seasons as a head coach. Is there anything that, I guess, arouses you about playing such a big opponent like Ohio State?
No, I mean, I think all of them are great opportunities for us to continue our season. They're a reward for the season that we've earned. This one just happens to be a bigger stage and a bigger opportunity. So I know our players and our fans are excited, but for us, it's all about being 1-0 this week.
Go to the second row on the left.
Coach, 10-2, no opt-outs, something to prove has been the motto all year. How important is this game to kind of wrap around the whole season and finish what you started in terms of building and the future?
Yeah, I mean, every game that we play in is big. That's the 1-0 mindset. That's the 1-0 mentality. And so we're not really trying to frame it any other way than that. Obviously, it's a great opportunity for us to play on ESPN and a national audience. But for us, in order to be 1-0, there's a lot of things that have to take place, starting with our fundamentals this week, our practice habits, the way we conduct ourselves this week. So that's really what our focus is. I'm not trying to make it, and I don't think our team's trying to make it bigger than that.
Theo, speak to the fact that you actually were here 3 years ago, and so you're unique in that you're coming back and getting a chance to play in the Cotton Bowl again. Your memories from playing here 3 years ago in the Cotton Bowl, obviously it was COVID. It was a different time for sure, but just your thoughts about playing in the Cotton Bowl again.
Oh, it's always a blessing playing in Jerry's World. I grew up calling it Jerry's World because, we played some state championships there and whatnot. But, yeah, no, it's always a blessing playing in Jerry's World, and I'm glad that I get to play with my brothers in there one last time.
Yeah, for both of you, Mookie Cooper started his career at Ohio State. Obviously, he's a big part of your guys' offense. What has he brought to your program?
Yeah, Mookie's been a great teammate, a great player, big-time contributor for us this year. Has made a lot of really important plays for us. He's an unselfish player. I think about on Theo's big catch and run versus Florida in the fourth quarter. Mookie's one of the first guys down there blocking down the field or playing forward, as we talk about. He's a selfless player. And very appreciative of the contributions that he's made, not only on the field but off the field with his leadership and his great teammate, and glad that he chose to come back home.
Guys, we're going to go to the back here.
I think Theo wanted to add something to that.
Yeah, definitely. Mookie's he's definitely just, his whole mindset is just how determined he is to just being great and making everyone else around him better. It's contagious. It feeds off on everybody. And just when I first got here, Mookie was kind of the first person that I linked up with, got close with, and, we set out some goals for the receiver room. So, yeah, Mookie, as much as I've been leading the room, Mookie's been right there with me.
Theo, I chatted earlier this week with your high school coach, Terry Campbell. The first thing he said, he wanted to remind you to BAM, be a man.
Be a man.
And also said that, really talking your work ethic. What can you take maybe from that he taught you and you learned right down the street at Allen High School that kind of made you a better football player, and a better person overall?
Yeah, Coach Gamble, he definitely emphasized discipline a lot, you know, in high school. And I feel like that, you know, discipline helps with anything in life. So I feel like when I learned that from him, that carried and helped me all throughout to where I am today.
All right, we've got time for one last question. Anyone? All right.
Theo, as somebody that has a lot of experience playing at AT&T Stadium and playing in the Cotton Bowl itself, just what advice have you given to your teammates over the past week to help them prepare for this game?
Just to keep the main thing. You know, we definitely earned to be at this level, you know, with all our hard work and everything we put in from this season. But, yeah, just to keep the main thing, you know, try not to look up at the big 200,000-inch screen and, you know, just focus on being 1-0. But definitely, you know, be present in the moment and take it all in and enjoy it.
Gentlemen, again, thank you so much. Welcome to North Texas. It's great to have you here. Okay. Thanks, everyone.